anyone who uses an SSD as an external hard drive like I do, you could definitely tell the difference in moment times.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thanks.
No, you're right. You're right.
Because it's not a drive. There's no like moving elements. Like
We know.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Welcome to
the
the wall.
Another edition,
Bam.
the Memorial Day weekend edition.
Yes.
So, give a shout out to the land of the free, home of the brave. Statue
There you
of
go.
Liberty.
Shout out.
I don't know if you can see it.
Shout
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? Let them see it.
And definitely respect to everybody who served and gave them their lives.
We all got family
Absolutely.
members.
Yeah. Not me, but y'all do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to people who be in the military. And, I ain't even going to go there.
That's what's up.
Respect.
I was just say your family member who's currently in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's actually at training right now.
Yeah, actually in training. Yeah.
So it's
Right.
like, shout out to them. And
Yeah.
then you'd be like, where your money at? I don't know.
Gone.
Like,
But that's all of us though. Like I stay broke. Stay broke.
So anyway, we're going to be talking about some gaming today, some table read, script writing stuff today.
Yes.
But first, the upcoming Super Saturday. What do we got? Any sneak peek? Anything in the pipeline?
Dog, that's a good question. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Bang Bang Boomerang. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't came up with a game yet. Like I have no idea what we're gonna do.
It's going to be something.
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
Wow, what a plug! All right, well, okay.
It's gonna be something.
There will be a game. There will be a tournament.
So we're switching some things around.
yeah.
So I think I'm pretty much set on how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep that same tournament energy. I just want to kind of like, okay, I was trying to figure that out. But I'm gonna keep that same tournament energy, but I'm making some modifications.
Oh, so okay, under
yeah.
wraps.
It's
A
yeah.
little top secret.
I feel like
Little
our
secret.
and I tell everybody this, right? I feel like our tournaments are like an inside joke, right? When you're here, it's dope, right?
Yes.
But then like when I'm editing it and chopping it up, I don't get that same
You're trying
feel.
to convey.
It's like
You
you,
know?
got to be here.
Yeah, and I gotta do a better job with that.
Yeah.
So and I also have to keep the tournament aspect, but I want to jazzy it up. So
Okay.
Yeah, in respect to the fighting game community, we got to make it fresh for y'all.
it gotta be fresh for the
Gotta
homies.
be fresh.
Okay.
So yeah,
But it's still going on. So
definitely going
Alright,
on.
look out for that.
Well, I think on the table read side, I got at least one in the chamber that actually you read it. The one I don't want to.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
just my
We-
baby
we
daddy.
we know.
I'm not gonna.
Under wraps.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give that one away. But I also have the controversial one. I'm going to. I got the controversial one that I'm gonna revamp and remix.
No.
Yes, we got a little notification.
How
but-
about I guess we're gonna pause it. I'll keep going. So yeah, I got the controversial one.
Yeah.
That talks about different identities, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go
That should
too
be
far
a
in
good
that.
one.
But yeah, because I was like, just to be honest, I don't want to give it away, but I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
And then I may just write a third one, but Stephanie, we're gonna have a guest writer. Stephanie, she may bring
Okay.
her stuff.
Okay.
But just in case people cancel or things change, I gotta be prepared.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
So that's the one that I've been bullshitting on for a long time. The fish stick one. You guys know
yeah.
what that one is.
Uh,
You know who inspired that one too.
We
I
know.
know who inspired that. You know who. So if he's here, he's gonna be
Yes.
part of that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he has to be part of that one.
He should kill that role.
Yeah. I can't wait for that one.
I would actually I don't know what your thought process is on that one yet, but could we have actual fish sticks that talk?
Oh yeah, the actual fish sticks are characters.
Now, I don't know about that. I mean, we've had things that talk.
Yeah, but I like it to make sense a little bit.
Okay.
come
I mean,
on now.
it's just for the Disney in me. Everything talks in Disney.
Nah,
We don't need no fish sticks hopping
The
around.
floorboards be
Nah,
talking
we-
there. Okay,
nah.
alright.
It's not Beauty and the Beast. The
You
camera
know what I
start
mean?
talking. It's like nah.
The fish stick breaks out into a song.
It's like
I mean,
tartar
look,
sauce.
just a suggestion.
Tartar sauce. It's like, get your ass out of here, fish stick. Starbucks. It's like, is it even fish? We don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
Mystery meat. Mr.
Nah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna save it for the script.
Okay.
So,
All right, cool.
I did want to segue into the next thing. So, speaking of this table reads and writing scripts, one of the things me and Bang Bang talked about was the challenge of trying to make it compelling for people to continue to come over.
Yes.
So, for me as a writer, it's pretty. The writing is pretty easy. It's becoming. I mean, it's still a challenge to come up with like, all right, here's the idea. Let me come up with a good script. You know, and then I'm learning that, you know, trying to get feedback, trying to understand.
Yeah.
It's just like, then just being confident to say, all right, this is good. I don't even need the feedback at this point, but I just want to see how it comes out.
Yeah.
So now I was like, for me, if I could come over to a place where motherfuckers are just writing some really funny shit, something to me that's really unique and different, I want to show up. But I'm not everybody. People have other plans. You know, they got relationships,
It's a Saturday.
families. You know, Saturday they got gas. So even though we're feeding people, but you know, it's like beyond that. I mean, you know, the analogy yesterday was, this is a great analogy. So if we're opening a gym and somebody is a personal trainer and we're like, hey, you know, come to our gym,
right.
you know, so you can, you know, we want you to put together a class. I'm like, well, why would I come to your gym? You don't have enough people yet. You're not popular.
You don't got no Stairmaster.
Yeah, it's like, but if you're trying to work to that point, you're like, well, fuck with this. But I'm like, so I'm in this bitch, you know, I'm going out there meeting people and it's cool, but I'm getting to a point now where I'm like, that's kind of dragging on me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it'd be nice to get to network to a certain point and be like, hey, you know, fuck with us, come through, you know, we're trying to work on something. And I'm constantly having to, I mean, to be fair, part of it is on me to network with the right people.
Right.
But I feel like we've built kind of a.
I still haven't tapped into actors like that. But I don't.
Okay.
Actors are.
I mean, but we have something to show them. We have a catalog. We have.
Yeah, but
know,
here's the questions
the
they ask.
documentation.
Is it paid? Is this for something that's being made?
Oh no, we ain't paying you.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, so how do you stay?
Yeah, you know. So if you're
This is for your portfolio, sir.
some
Yeah.
people
Or ma'am.
are beyond that point. So some people are like,
Yeah.
well, I already have a portfolio,
Yeah.
and I haven't really broken to students.
Okay.
So I haven't gotten to like. I tried to mess with Georgia State. I was
Do
unsuccessful.
they have an acting program?
Yeah, they have a film, theater,
Oh,
whatever.
film. Okay.
But
I have no idea.
you know, I don't know who to talk to, or I just need to get in front of students and be like, hey, if you're a student and you're trying to get experience, or you know, fuck
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
And then we're LLC, so shit, I might just be like, let's get an internship.
Yeah. But
know
it's
what I'm
like, what's the package though? And that's something like, I think, and that's something I've been trying to figure out on the gaming side. But like, what is that package? Like, it's like if it's the gym, you know, what are you specializing in? You know, are you the guys that's like, you know, all the weights that you pick up and put down?
Yeah,
Or
so
you
is it
CrossFit?
boxing? Yeah, is it? Yeah,
You know?
So it's like, what does it look like? So on the table read side, some, you know, I'm trying to write these scripts, season 1 for a show, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, the value proposition is, you know, for some people it's like, you know, maybe for them they can just do something else with their time on Saturday.
Well, we got Ambitious Ace in the building. You know.
Yo,
You-
what's-
Oh, shit!
what's up with the
What's
groggy?
up?
Look at that.
You know, hey, you know the irony of that is he's actually he's become one of the main voice actors.
Oh, absolutely.
well, you know, I gotta
Yeah.
support the culture and everything like that. But yeah, what's going on, y'all? It's Ambitious Ace.
Shout out.
Yeah, so let's,
Shouting out from above.
Yeah. No.
I know. So let's just ask you. I mean, what keeps you coming? Because obviously you
mean-
see like a lot of different faces each time. You know?
I mean, myself, I've always been somewhat interested in voice acting. I just ain't never had the guts to do it.
No.
So I guess, you know, getting to know y'all and being around y'all made me more comfortable to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I would say that to people, like, if you're afraid, you're in a good company. You're not around people that's going to judge you a lot or, you know, call you
Yeah.
out if you do something wrong. So,
Yeah.
Well,
That's
how long have you been interested in voice
I
acting?
mean, all my life, really.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I just ain't never really did it. you
Why?
know.
Like, was
Man,
the opportunity never really presented itself?
it's just me, man.
Where'd he go?
Okay.
Like,
That-
even when we started the whole podcast stuff, like, I was never like, oh, I want to do this. I had to be like encouraged to do it or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So I guess the headspace I'm in now, I'm more inclined to do things that I've never done before just because I want to do it.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
growing up, you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do it. You know. So I guess you just got to be in the right mindset for it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for me, it's like it's kind of the opposite. It's more so like it's more so wanting to do it and feeling like you need all the pieces. Even now, it's like it's a grind.
Yeah.
We don't have everything, but we kind of have more. But I mean, but like you said, if you want to try this, like where does one go?
Yeah,
to
where do
try
you go?
voice acting?
Yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of
and
like
I think that's why it's a good place, because it's for people who are interested and who are trying to see if this is a good fit for them and if they enjoy it. I don't think this is for the seasoned actor and actress.
But
to
I don't
be
think
honest
that's
with
not who
you.
I'm going after though.
Why not though?
What?
I said, why wouldn't it be for a season?
Just because, like you said, they're not
Artist.
getting paid for it.
Yeah, but not
They-
every gig. Like, where does one voice actor go to like warm up or spar? You know, this is like I would think it's more like a sparring
like
match,
a-
networking.
So it's like
opportunity.
a warm up.
or something. Like if you have a
Yeah,
job,
but who likes warm ups with commitments? Not everybody treats it that way. You know, like you're saying it like I'm a boxer, I'm a fighter. If I'm just for my craft, yeah. But some people aren't really, you know, they're not looking at like I would go to a writer's room and be like, hey, if you just want to, hey, knock out a script in like an hour. All right, boom, 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 boom. I would
Yeah.
do it, but not everybody is on that kind of shit. So
yeah. I mean, I disagree because,
I'll just say I haven't found those people.
but if you're a voice actor, right, and let's say you have a show, you're seasoned, you're on a TV show or some kind of show or something, right? But you do that like once a week. Where do you go to practice? Like, where do you go to like meet other people?
So
You
maybe
know?
I mean that's a good. Maybe I should just rephrase it, like practice.
I
voice
think that's a
acting.
lot of people's like problems. Like they don't know the resources of how to get into certain things,
Yeah.
especially based on how your community is and everything like that. I think a lot of people just need to like just reach out.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean that could be a way to rephrase it. Like I thought I said, if you want to try voice acting, I try to phrase it that way.
Yeah, for
But
like
then-
newcomers, people who
Yeah.
want to practice, people want to network.
So
It's a good thing.
But if I was like Ambitious made a good point. If you're new and let's say you want to try it out, where do you go for that next step? Like if I just want to be a voice actor and I come here, I like it, is there like a next step? Do we have the contacts or people that we can reach out to and say, okay, you're really good, you should check out so and so, or you should put a portfolio together, you should start doing this and you can use some of our stuff. Like why can't we just give some of the new guys a package that they can potentially sell or shop around, like a headshot or that type of thing?
I mean, I feel like we are to a degree. I mean, the stuff on YouTube definitely speaks for itself. So, I mean, I don't know. From right now, like we're writing scripts, we're putting on the event. You know, we're producing the shit too. So it's like, what? How much more can we do for? I guess from an incentive perspective, right now at a current status.
I wouldn't say more. I would just say more direct, as far as like, if let's say I'm coming out, I actually like coming to the event, right? It would be nice to kind of like, all right, you can when I see my episode, like, I don't think we even shout out people's names. I don't think we shout out anybody's names on our shows on YouTube. So we don't shout out anybody. There's no like live. We do have the live stream.
Yeah.
We do have, and I know you do the spotlight for your newsletters, like
Right.
spotlight of the week or whatever. But no, we don't put anybody's actual name on, just because some people are funny about that. But
How would somebody
that would
get
have
noticed?
to be something we would have to pitch to people when they first come in the door. Like, hey, are you
Yeah.
okay with your?
I mean, some people have
information?
said that and they want it to be. They
Right.
want their names on it.
And that's where I incorporate it in the social media. I don't really put it on a YouTube, but I do put it on social media. So.
I think by highlighting a lot of our voice actors, it would be a good opportunity for those guys to kind of get noticed or seen.
Yeah.
You know,
And
Like we
that
do.
gave me a good idea. That's something I'll probably start doing. So when I start putting the announcements on our social media, I'll probably, just go down and at whoever and then what character they were.
yeah,
So.
kind of like maybe even take a picture of all of them together and say this is the team for that, this is the team for that. Just a way to to kind of keep that excitement.
Yeah, I
on.
mean, of course, if they want to. If they don't, they could put a teddy bear.
I mean, to be
I know,
to be
right?
fair, these scripts are
But I wouldn't. But you're reading, and that's something I was thinking about too. You do have some wild scripts, but it's like, but you're reading it. It's not like, if anything, it's your script, or our script, right? So it's like, if any problems happen, come to the source. I want to get mad for somebody reading something. That's just my opinion. The other thing too, when it comes to I think it's a good opportunity for writers as well. So if you're a writer, and you want to test out your script, this is a good circle to test it out in.
Man, a lot of writers be on that fuck shit.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna
Anyway,
lie. I meet some of these people.
Yeah.
We got a couple to come through, but
We did get a couple.
it's just
Why do you think that? You think it's because
They don't want their stuff stolen.
yeah.
first of all, this shit is not that good. So
yeah, I think if you're an entertainer, if you're into the entertainment industry, you kind of have to get rid of that mindset.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to put yourself out there.
Like how many motherfuckers, like just from music, how many motherfuckers have make the same song 20,000 times? Something, something, baby. We got tonight.
We get
Something,
money
something,
every
forever.
day.
Love,
Yeah.
love, dance. It's like the same shit.
It is.
So
the same
motherfuckers
shit.
be like, oh, you gonna steal it.
What was this? What was
It's
this?
art. Everybody
Yeah.
expresses it differently.
Yeah. It's like,
Move on.
yeah, it's like,
I think it's fear. I think it's a little bit
I think
of
it
fear.
is
I don't
fear
know.
of rejection, fear of people criticizing your stuff.
I mean, now again, to be fair, people move at different speeds. They do their own thing. A lot of people like to do classes and like to be in the within the class. So like, hey, I'm not gonna. For example, hey, there's a writer down, doing their own movie. They're looking for actors.
Mm-hmm.
Some people rather take an acting class and have an instructor and do it that way versus saying, I'm just gonna jump out.
Why
and do
though?
act.
Like,
I don't know.
Why do we take things seriously if we have to pay for it? Like
I don't know.
No hassle.
I guess like the art of not having to figure nothing out. Somebody already figured it out for
Yeah.
you. So it's like, look, just give me money and here's the blueprint, so you don't have to go out and make it yourself.
Yeah.
Some people feel like you pay something, you don't got to do much work.
Yeah, and they'll have all the answers for you.
Right. They don't want to work to get it themselves.
Is that something you may think about doing in the future?
Doing a class? I mean, no, because if motherfucker's a shit student, I don't have the wherewithal to deal with it. I have to partner with somebody.
For like a service or
Yeah, because look, I mean, people are goofy. What I love I do enjoy writing and I love seeing it come to life.
right?
But the bullshit you have to go through to get there, and the people the
Like
the
your
filtration.
the writing process. I think that'd be a cool class. Like
No, but motherfuckers is
how
trash.
to bang out a script in an hour. How to bang out a script in an hour. Okay.
So if everybody
you
can do it, they would do
You
it.
do what?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
some people would do.
I
some people
think so.
take
I
that
agree with that. I
class.
agree with that.
So Jay-Z's gonna teach a class how to be me.
No, not how to be me. Like how to do a certain skill. So banging out a script in an hour is a skill.
It's a skill.
Not everybody has that skill.
Like, people don't
Some
know where to
people will
start.
take weeks and months to do a script.
Yeah.
Like I think we had a writer say that he's been working on a piece of work for a long time. Now, granted, his piece of work is more so on the novel type, short story type
Right.
thing, not really script like shorts, skits and stuff.
Yeah.
But
short story.
still, it's a skill, and I think that you could definitely people could benefit from having that being taught to
my
them
issue
more.
with that, and after we do that hour, motherfucker has some trash. I don't know what my face would be.
Well, I mean,
They
it's
went
not for
to
you
the store
to judge what
and
they.
then they bought some
But that's
apple
why
juice.
they're in the class
Like,
to get better.
Oh man,
That's why they're in the class to get better. So
That's what-
yes, that's the whole point of it.
I was gonna say it might as well be a class. It might as well be a
What do you
service.
think these
in that.
teachers go through at these elementary
Yeah.
schools? They think everything trash. The kids don't color inside the lines. It's all
Yes,
trash.
I
They got to put it on the
mean-
wall anyway.
you know what?
You said these writers colored outside the lines.
They
Like,
be-
God. You know what? I'll have to pay an actor to be me.
Yeah.
Just be me. So then once they pitch their shit and be like, just act like you like it.
oh, that's crazy.
'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, no,
Shout out to keeping it 100, man.
no. Look, it's a great idea because otherwise, I mean,
Motherfuckers don't want to work. Like, nobody wants to work. I think sometimes people show up to the event like, all right, but But I think sometimes people show up to an event like, all right, where's it at? You know, like, you know, maybe they want the blueprint.
Yeah, everybody
the layout.
expects like
I guess
the
I'm
package.
thinking I'm trying to put myself in other people's shoes. And for me, if you get to tell me, hey, we're gonna record some shit, we're gonna put it on YouTube, it's gonna be funny, we're gonna have a good time, there's gonna be food. I feel like, and we're already cool. That's enough boxes to
That's
check.
enough, but
For me.
but that's enough, but for how long?
And that's fair.
If there's no growth at that point, then how long can
And
you
then
continue to do that?
How do you show any growth? That's the question.
And that's when we came from this and that. I think it has to be a next level. It has to be a step up because let's say I'm really good at the table reads. I have to be challenged in order to go to the next level. I can't just keep taking geometry. One of these days I gotta take algebra, you know, metaphorically. So if we keeping everything at a geometry level, metaphorically, what's going to be that
Next
algebra?
level.
That
Bang
next
bang
level?
out here with the bars.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I mean, that's fair. And I try to. I mean, y'all seen the growth with the scripts. I try to continually to challenge myself, and
I think we should challenge
and I
our
think,
guests.
People would be, not everyone, but there's certain people who would love to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I think taking it to the next level would be dope. And then us, I think we're talking about doing the animation, so we're gonna get some of our guys, and I think that would be a next level thing as well, with the animation side. So that could also be a plus to see. Oh, this shit animated. you
Yeah.
know,
yeah, and then we enter contests and you know,
and whatnot,
shit like
whatnot.
that,
So
So yeah.
I mean, it's something to think about. The class thing. Motherfuckers can't even read that good.
oh my god,
What chance do I? What chance? I don't know.
It'll be good. Well,
it's just organizing
it's
it.
something,
That's
yeah,
it.
it's something that we'll definitely
Look,
revisit. 'Cause
look,
I
our
don't
generation,
think it's a bad idea.
our generation, we do not like being inconvenienced. That's just a fact. You know, we just want everything kind of laid out for us. I'm guilty of it too. So I mean, just got laid out for people. You know,
And maybe for me, that's obviously the opposite of script writing. So taking an idea with no blueprint, no anything, and organize it into something structured. So for me, it's like, I guess I have to reverse my thinking. But I mean, it's something for me to think about. It's something we can
Yeah.
definitely try it.
I think so.
Like maybe-
and you could even do workshops.
Like maybe one super Saturday, it's like, all right,
Yeah.
we're not even gonna, we're all gonna just use this time to like write a script or something. Everyone will get like writing prompts. You know what I'm saying? And
that's interesting.
we'll do it like that.
Like a workshop. Like
Yeah.
Like
so maybe we can do it
packages.
that way.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that'd be
and
cool. as
everyone
hell.
bring their laptop and we'll just do it that way.
That might be interesting
I
to
think
kind of
that'd
break
be
out
really
elements.
cool. And
all the
then-
different
And then
elements.
I'll be part of it too. So I gotta.
And then,
Because-
then we can
Something
all
to
read
it.
each other.
yeah.
I think that'll be good because then you can get people to share like ideas and
Yeah.
like how
I
they
think
start
that's
writing.
gold.
You know, that's a good idea.
And then just get comfortable because I had my first like just all because usually when we it's kind of like a what would you say our style is?
It's
Like-
like
Beavis
like-
and Butthead.
not a Snoop and Dre kind of thing. Because you need like
Shaq and Kobe.
you need the Snoop lyrics,
yeah.
but you need that Dre.
Goddamn Dexter and
or
Didi.
Yeah, I like that, I like
something.
that, I
But
like
it's just like it's a mix. You know what I'm saying? It's better together than separate.
I like that. So it's like Dr. Dre and Snoop. So it's like
Snoop wrote a lot of the shit, but you need Dre.
Like Dexter.
But you
Dexter
need
did all the
Dre.
work. With
Exactly.
Didi brings the comedy. Dexter and Didi.
Dexter's Laboratory, man.
I'm
Come
Oh.
on,
saying.
man.
Dexter got
Come on,
Dexter
think.
got the
wildin'.
hookup. How was that wild?
once she pops, she don't stop.
That's
Dre and
She-
Snoop.
That's a way better analogy.
You know what I'm saying?
Then Dexter and Didi. Look,
Come on,
Didi-
when was
Didi-
Dexter ever funny?
That's why he needs Didi.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I don't get that now.
I don't get.
Because Dexter did
I
most
got
of the
you.
work.
I got you,
see what I'm saying?
Barbados.
So
I
they,
got you.
they have their minds can
I know.
expand. But
It's all
anyway,
good.
go ahead.
I say like Dr. Dre and Snoop D.O. Dog. So I just imagine me as Dr. Dre and I had to write my own rap, right? So I wrote my own rap and I had to.
But it was good.
I mean, it was straight, but just the nerve of sitting there and knowing that all my words. Why you make that face?
Go ahead.
So all those words were mine, misspellings and everything.
Yeah.
That shit is scary, but I never would have had that opportunity if we didn't come together and talk about these things. So I think giving people an opportunity to kind of write, they may actually have a talent that they don't even know about
Right.
because they've never been challenged.
Exactly.
That's why I think it'd be a dope idea. Dope
Yeah.
workshop, class, whatever you want to call it, package it and sell it, or don't sell it, and or whatever.
Or just refine it. Just
Refine it.
organize it.
Yeah, because I mean that might be the next level. We just say fuck it. We're gonna start taxing motherfuckers.
Damn.
Taxi, motherfucker.
Okay. Well, shout out to taxes.
Shout out to oof, Lord.
Next.
Next.
Yeah, next. All right,
So yes, are we gonna jump into gaming?
oh yeah. So
All right, so
I think so.
yeah, gaming news, PS5. Thoughts? Expectations?
Sir Jay has no idea.
Expectations
what are
on the
the
next
what's-
PS5?
Let
I
him
mean,
know
so
the news.
allegedly,
Yeah, what's the news?
allegedly the news is, and this is coming from their chief developer. They had an interview. As y'all know, PS4, PS5 they're not scheduled to be at E3 this year, so there's not like a big hype around because everybody is not expecting them to be there. So they
Right.
sat down, did an interview, kind of gave like a preview of what the next PS5, PS4 will be, PS4 2.0, whatever. They don't even have the official name out yet, but they
it
kind of.
better be PS5.
I mean,
Like
that's the only thing.
they better not switching up on us.
Because you know how Xbox did. You know, they had the 360 and then they came out with the One. So I don't know. I doubt Sony would do something like that. Sony seems kind of knowledgeable. I don't think they would do that. But anyway, they had a PS5 conversation and they were saying, kind of going into the guts of it, what it's going to have on the inside. So they're expecting it to have backwards compatibility so you can play games with PS4 players and PS5 players on the same network. And that's something big because a lot of people were complaining last generation that there wasn't any of that.
Well, because
and
the
it wasn't done right.
The PS3 just made shit hard. I think the way they did the architecture for like the design just made everything harder.
Yeah.
So they couldn't make it backwards compatible. So PS4 is just it's a lot. I think it's a lot easier now
To do PS3?
to do PS4 and PS5. So PS3 pretty much messed up the game. So with PS3, they thought they were going to go to like we're going to start designing it this way, and everybody's going to copy us. You right?
Yeah.
And then then that flopped. So they did like a whole redesign with PS4. So PS4 is a little bit easier to work with. So
Yeah.
PS5 and PS4 can
And of
easily
course,
communicate now.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
and they're marketing that based off of all of the failures that have happened in previous generations. Like with Xbox, they kind of had backwards compatibility, but not really.
Yeah.
They had it with their games, and that's kind of where they got back some of their fan base because a lot of people were upset that they weren't going to have any backwards compatibility with either console, with PS4 and Xbox One. But Xbox One did later release that they were going to have support for some Xbox 360 games and some Xbox games. But yeah, so I think we have a hater who's about to come on.
No, we
the
got
mic.
Shay, one of the members.
I won't say a hater. I just wanted to interrupt you
He's
guys.
one of the
'cause,
OGs. He's one of the OGs.
Bang Bang said that it's because of the design. No, it was strictly because of money. That's why they didn't make PS4 backwards compatible. They wanted to push PS now.
Because the design just made it hard. Yeah.
This is Ace. Let me jump in.
Yeah.
It was not because of the money. It was. It was because of the design. Because they talked about the core and how it wasn't able to transfer or something like that
Yeah.
directly to PS4. So the ecosystem that it was built off didn't translate well to, because remember when PS3 games came out, they were all about Blu-ray.
Right.
It was all about
Yeah.
that technology and everything like that. And games were not selling well because it were taking too long. Like, how long did we wait for Uncharted 2? Was it?
Yeah.
Like that one jump from Uncharted 1 to 2 was like extra long.
Super long.
So, yeah, it was because of design, man.
And the developers were having a hard time making software for the system. Like they just made it. It was just too much. It was way too much.
That's why we got the great PS3 games later in the console life because they had to figure out how to build the games.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
And I think that's when they came up with the. Yeah, they had to figure out how to build the games, and then I think they took some things out as well.
What, a Slim?
Yeah, with the Slim because it was too expensive. Whatever they were doing was just messing the game all the way up.
That's another thing I'm going to ask y'all about. What about the price point of PS5? What do y'all
It should be
expect
the
it to
same.
Well, that's coming later in the discussion, but it's gonna be around the same. It's gonna be around the same thing that they launched PS4 with, because they're sticking to their same formula when it comes to pricing. Because to be honest with you, I'm not paying $500 for a new console. I just don't think that's
When did
feasible.
When did PS4 come out?
PS4 came out
7
in
years ago.
No, it came out in 2014.
Yo,
2014, 2013.
it was
2013.
13. It was 13.
I bought it in 2015.
I bought it in 2014 because I remember I went to college and during the summer I stayed in New York just so I could work, just so I could get a PS4.
So
Dang.
it was
I used the
2013.
whole summer to work to get a PS4.
So it was
yeah.
2013.
Yeah.
Some people
We
work.
stamping that. Okay.
Some people work at somewhere to get a car.
So that was
Some
six. That's
Gamers.
I had
uh,
some different priorities back
Yeah,
then.
it's video games, man.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. For some people, I have to make sure that I have money to buy the next
Oh,
console.
yeah.
So 6 years is a cycle.
Well, it's technically the
Not anymore.
PS5 is marked to come out in 2020.
Okay.
The end of 2020, so around
So
November,
okay.
where everything else comes out because they're gearing up for Christmas. So that's where it's marked to come out 2020, which makes sense. We're turning a new decade. Might as well bring out a new console. So,
I have thoughts about that.
what are your thoughts?
Well, okay, so the price of it is supposed to be around what? Did you say the price?
Like
$599.
$350 is where they're marking it.
I guess we don't know
We don't know for sure, but that's what they're.
because
hinting
I
at.
heard 490. I heard like they made
I heard
400.
closer to 500.
Yeah, I heard close to 500 too.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's
yeah,
not what
$499.
this is saying. But I mean,
Everybody
like I
has
said,
one.
this is
Nobody
just like a preview. This isn't like a full scale reveal.
No.
So we don't know as of yet.
Because they've added some new hardware, but it's
They've-
also a little bit cheaper too. So like the SSD drives.
Yeah,
For the
that's
memory,
another thing that they're
makes-
coming out with is the SSD, which is supposed to be a game changer according to the
Makes everything
engineer.
fast.
But that's going to rack up the price.
Well, that's
Yes.
and that's true,
But not much.
but not much because we already have SSDs in laptops,
Yes.
and
They made these systems back in the day where hard drives was really expensive as well. So that's pretty much is like balanced itself out in that regard.
And according to the article, the engineer, they ran the Spider-Man game on the PS4 and the new console, and apparently the loading time for PS4 was like 15 seconds, and the new one was like 0.8 second.
yeah,
So it's like it
very
changed.
dramatic.
The SSD changes it
it
dramatically.
changed the game.
So apparently that's going to be their selling point. That and the backwards compatibility is going to be PS5's main point of pushing this against Microsoft, Stadia, all those other.
Right.
Yeah, for anyone who uses an SSD as an external hard drive like I do, you could definitely tell the difference in loading
Yes.
times.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thanks.
No, you're right. You're right.
Because it's not a drive. There's no like moving elements. Like
We
when they-
know.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
God damn.
Anyway,
All right.
I thought he was gonna have some real information. I use SSD.
I mean, so yes, that is
So
SSD backwards compatibility.
backwards compatibility.
Yes.
They have I think it's like an 8-core CPU. They have a lot
Yes.
more RAM. So that means as a game developer, you have so much more opportunity to make a beautiful
Look,
game.
I only got one
Yes.
question. Mm-hmm. So the new Grand Theft Auto is gonna be the next generation.
Yes.
More than likely.
Okay.
But first, Bethesda and
Bethesda.
Hideo Kojima and
Is that the
Naughty
they're
Dog.
coming out first.
is that the Metal Gear guy? Who's
I
he?
think so. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
is. He is.
Okay.
So as far as games coming out for it, those are the three that are like the big talk.
What's
Those are the
Bethesda?
big. Bethesda is like Elder Scrolls and
Oh, okay.
Man,
Fallout.
Elder
and
Scrolls are
things.
the truth. Okay?
Yeah, y'all tripping
Y'all
big
tripping.
time.
Is that
Big time.
that's
I've been
Magic?
waiting a long time for Elder Scrolls
Yes,
6.
I have too.
So
Is that like you gotta fight?
Well, it
ogres?
was the truth. Now they just make online games, and it's not the same anymore.
Oh, okay.
Man,
But
go
Elder
sit
Scrolls
down.
6 is not-
Okay, go
they-
sit down.
Elder Scrolls 6 is
Okay,
going to
one
be
question.
the game.
Okay. Why? What's the scroll? And why is it?
Why is it elder?
That's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole nother podcast. Look, lore. Y'all want some lore podcast? Let me know. We'll do some lore. Okay. But yeah. So those are the couple of games that are lined up for it. Apparently, the new Hideo Kojima game will be cross platform PS4, PS5. So
I think they're expecting Last of Us 2 to be that way as well.
and that's what I'm thinking because every E3, I swear to God, every E3 they preview this Death Stranding game. They've been previewing it for 3 years, and it's like, when is it going to come out? When does it come out? So now they're trying to make it both, which makes sense. But it's
Yeah.
like you've been teasing me.
I love
for-
Hideo Kojima, but if this game comes out and flops, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be like, y'all so dumb. Y'all are so dumb. But anyway, I've been hearing enough of that game. They just need to bring it out already. I'm over it. So
Shout out to Old Scrolls.
So apparently the PS5 is going to be compatible with 8K display. No, there's not a lot of TVs right now that you can buy with 8K, but it's going to be optimized so that you can, if you so please yourself, to buy one.
Come on, does everybody have 4K?
I don't even think everybody has 4K.
Bro,
that's expensive.
4K is very affordable now.
It is?
Yes, you can get a 4K TV for about like $300-400.
What size?
It depends. It starts more at the 47, 50 inch.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's about HDR now. So if you have 4K, it could be cool, but you need HDR to really have the 4K experience.
And apparently they're also going to have they're going to have ray tracing. So ray tracing enhances CGI. So apparently it's a big deal. I don't whatever. I don't care as long as you give me the game and it runs very well. So they're using RTX graphic cards. I think like a new type of NVIDIA technology that they're putting into it. So along with that, the enhanced CGI and the 8K display, this thing probably gonna bust your eyeballs open. So
yeah, those eyeballs will be busted open.
So do you really believe this is going to be $350 for all?
But I mean, you got to think about it. When we move into 2020, what technology is going to exist? Because technology is always changing.
Laptops like that are like $2,000.
That have 8K well, I don't know of any laptop that has an 8K display.
At least with the graphics.
So they got 8 cores, 8Ks, and SSD.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, remember, this is just a not even a rumor. It's just an approximation. We don't know if it'll be exactly 350. We don't know if it's going to be 400.
I'm gonna check that Sony
So,
stock price though.
Yeah,
Yes.
and apparently they're also pairing up, which everybody already knows already. They're pairing up with Xbox for their cloud gaming.
That's the point I want to make.
It's like the Bloods and Crips just get along together.
Yeah, they're coming together, and but they see, because Google's trying to come out with their whole streaming based gaming platform where you don't even have to have a console. Yeah, so it would only make sense for them to.
It's like
pair
when
up.
Jay-Z and Nas just made a man off the rap beef.
Yeah. I mean, they're friends now, so.
So they the homies right now.
Yes.
So
yes.
temporarily, I think these will probably be the last consoles.
No, actually,
I just
PS4
want to acknowledge these bombs.
Huh?
Shay, why I'm gonna need these jokes to get better.
You gotta work on the jokes.
Anyway,
I gotta work on my jokes. What?
So you know how
I'm fine with the joke.
PS3 and then PS4 graphics got better, and then
You say he got PS3 graphics right now?
Shay, I'm gonna need these like Jay-Z and Nas. What?
I'm hurt.
It's like you busting out. They got cool how many years ago?
I know. I'm saying it's like when they got together, you thought it was never going to happen. It was like a strange phenomenon. It's like Xbox and PS4 coming along.
Back to Bang Bang's point. You said these are going to be the last consoles.
These will probably be the last consoles.
I think absolutely not.
Because
absolutely not.
Because
and the reason why
you can just stream it.
The reason why is because they want to make consoles the go-to for gaming, and the reason why is because you still have people playing on disc.
No.
And even though people are moving towards a download based gaming, the way people buy games, they're still going to provide consoles because it's a dedicated platform for you to play your games.
So then why would Sony and Xbox come together?
Because of Google Stadia.
Google Stadia.
Now remember, it's not Sony and Xbox. It's Sony and Microsoft.
Microsoft, yeah.
So you got to get that together.
You got to be right.
Yeah, Microsoft.
Yeah, Azure cloud computing.
So why would they get together?
You're essentially fighting the White Walkers.
What?
Go
Wait,
sit
what
down.
is a White
No
Walker?
more mic time for you.
It's a Game of Thrones reference.
Sit down.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't
He
watch
needs a
Game
break.
of Thrones. Sorry. I'm not on that one. But they're coming together because, yes, streaming is going to be a part of the future. But you got to also remember, a lot of
that was bad, bro.
A lot of people do not have.
No.
That was bad, bro.
What now?
Because writing comedy is hard, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
I'm just saying, our Game of Thrones fans would know that reference.
Yes, if you know that reference,
I understand that reference,
please,
and it was still weak.
if you know that reference, please leave a
comment or something.
Leave a comment, man.
leave a carrot in the description. All right, so
a poop emoji or something.
but yeah, they're doing it because streaming is the future, and I get it.
Right.
But you still have a lot of people who don't have access
Yeah.
to that kind of internet.
A lot of
But
older,
we don't. Of course, we don't know what the
That's a
future is
fair
going to
point.
bring to people with internet
That's a
access
fair
and what
point.
type of internet and how fast or whatever.
Because I mean,
But
we just upgraded a couple of months ago.
yeah,
we
game
did.
changer.
And it was a game changer, but not everybody has access to that
Or knows about
speed
it.
or
Because
knows about it.
For our internet provider, they did a terrible job. They did no promotion.
Right.
So
Right.
to be fair, they introduced it in the last year. So it wasn't available when we first moved in. But
Right.
now that we have fiber, it's like,
Let me ask y'all this.
yeah.
Remember the generation of like, PS2 and the Dreamcast where we could still use dial-up?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be another transition where they force us to use broadband and they'll get to a
think so.
position where they'll force us to use fiber?
In a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
Yeah, because Xbox is already saying that they're going to release a console with no disc slot.
Well, that
So that they're going to force us to, download games or stream or whatever. But PS5 is saying no, they're still going to have a disc slot because they feel like,
This is my last one.
yeah, but
Well,
anyway,
It's the
we'll
last
see. We'll see.
Well,
What?
to Ace's point, just most households. I mean, there's so many devices, so much streaming. I mean, for this house, it's like we had to. I was like, I'm pretty low maintenance. I only have a few pain points. One pain point, I need my music to write. So when that shit is buffering, it's like, all right, we got to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine.
And we stream as well.
Yeah,
Twitch
so people
and-
streaming and all this in one household, and then it's like, all right, someone streaming Netflix and a video game.
And that's probably one of the difficult. That's probably why Sony and Microsoft has kind of come together to kind of figure these challenges out.
Exactly.
Just to make their platform better.
And then Microsoft wants to get in now, so that
Because Google
it's
hit
hard
them-
to switch.
Google
Yeah.
punched all these guys in the mouth when they came
Oh
up
yeah,
with that.
Google's like, oh, you can play on anything,
And although it has its
Anywhere?
complications, but
but we're
just-
gonna see how that's going.
Wait, is that the
Yeah,
Soldier Boy
I don't
console?
think.
no, not Soldier
not
Boy.
that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think the
No, we
Stadia.
ain't even going there.
I think the Stadia is a nice dream. It
Yeah.
can
Also pipe
happen.
dream?
It can be reality, but not right now.
A lot
No.
of gaming channels are saying that. A lot of gaming channels are like
It's not real?
very, very skeptical about this Stadia. And I agree. I just don't see how well it could work on every single.
I mean, to me, it loses the fact that most of our games we can buy digital now.
I'll say this
Right.
about
Yeah.
Google,
But this now, can we ever own anything really? Everything is going to be owned in the cloud, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
how I feel about that.
And
'Cause I
that's the
still like
thing, you
buying some
still
physical games,
and
you
that's
know?
the thing that they're trying to expand on. They're trying to say you still have those gamers who collect, those gamers who
They
the
just wanna buy
hardcore
it,
gamers
yeah.
that want their stuff.
Yeah.
Like for me, I want my stuff. I will never sell any
well, it's
console,
not
any
even that.
game, or anything
You know,
like that.
cloud, your save gets corrupted. Stuff happens. So
Yeah, and the internet is just free reign. Like the internet is scary. So
Yeah, I don't trust the internet.
so
you get hacked. Your whole save is
Everything
gone.
gone.
yes. And just I want to touch briefly. I don't know what time we've got now, but briefly they're going to continue VR. They're going to keep the VR going with
Yeah.
the PS5. They're the system that they currently have out now for VR is going to be compatible with the new PS5, so you don't have to rebuy a new
Okay, that's good.
VR headset.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, I hope
Yeah,
so.
so they're
They're making
not,
the fans happy.
Yeah, they're making
Yeah.
the fans happy. They're not. I think they're going to put more focus in their backwards compatibility and everything like that, but they're still going to be working on VR
Because that's
in
a
the
whole
future.
library of like $60 a pop that'll
Yeah.
just be gone.
Yeah, apparently they sold around was it 40 million units? I think it was like 40 million units of VR headsets and stuff. So
I don't know
it's still
anybody
out there.
who has one. Do we know
I mean,
anybody?
I don't
that has
have
one?
any. I don't have one. I've seen them, but
I've seen them.
So
I don't.
Who's
I don't
buying
have,
these?
Somebody's buying it. I mean, clearly they're buying it because they're bringing it over, and
Who?
people are still.
Well, they got like
They're
VR
buying
bars.
it, man. They're buying it.
Yeah,
They're buying
They
it.
got bars with just VR. I mean, it's not the best,
Yeah.
but it is.
Hey,
It does
girl.
exist.
Let me virtually
Oh, that's what's up.
Anyway,
just go to a bar. Singles night.
Yeah.
but yeah, they're still trying to make VR a point
Yeah,
in the gaming.
and they
so,
they have the
Oh, man, VR.
they have the hardware to do so. But
Yeah.
I'm really interested in what Google does.
Yeah,
It's very scary.
I'm really skeptical, and I'm skeptical, excited, and weary
I think
all at
it's
the
over
same
with.
time of this damn Google Stadia.
It's over
I
with.
don't know
Yeah, it's like I don't want to knock it. Like if
Yeah.
it happens, it's cool.
Yeah.
Here's
But,
one.
I don't know.
Have y'all brought up data and privacy? Google is not known for being great with that. In fact,
But that's why he's saying like people want to have like they want to own their own stuff. Like
Like
we
what if they
wanna-
have an update? Oh,
no,
you can't own. You don't own this no more.
but
You
just
have
the
to,
data
you know,
collections. You know what
that
I'm saying?
too.
Yeah.
You know Google. You know how they do.
Yeah.
Shout out to no data,
Shout out no data.
no privacy.
Yeah.
know?
So I mean, let us know how y'all feel about these new updates. Do you feel like gaming's gonna be around for the next? Gaming on consoles would be around for the next 5,
I feel like
10
this the
years.
last one.
Do you feel like PS5 and the new Xbox are going to be the last ones? How do you feel about that? I feel like it's a 50-50 chance. I don't know. It could be still around or it could not be. But with this Google Stadia, we're going to see how that works out. So
Can we
y'all
talk
let
about?
me know.
Can we also talk about cosplaying real quick?
Oh yeah.
I guess. You
Yeah.
cosplaying? What you doing?
No, no, because this is MomoCon weekend, right?
This
We
is
are
MomoCon.
on our
We're
way to
gonna be
MomoCon after this, so check the social media for the
So-
vlogs and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
There's no like cosplay enforcement.
Nah.
So there's like if I dress up as Super Mario and somebody asks me some plumbing questions, I don't gotta fix somebody's toilet.
No.
So if I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog, I gotta run fast or Goku.
I mean, you could give
gotta
like a little
fight.
demonstration.
Are you saying we gotta start challenging these these
Yeah,
cosplay
you
people?
just can't dress up and then
That's it.
yeah, it's like
If
nah,
you
gotta
run
do
into
some
the
shit.
right person, they will definitely act in character. I'm telling you right
Wait a
now.
minute. Wait a
They
minute.
will act in
What we got?
Wait a
What-
minute.
what comment?
We
What's
got
the comment?
one.
Well, I like to say I'm also going to MomoCon as well.
Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
half cosplay for any of my WWE fans. I
Okay.
got my Finn Balor gear on.
Nice.
Oh,
And I have a hookup on a friend who has the Intercontinental Championship, which he's currently wearing in WWE right now.
I don't
So,
understand what he's
So
saying.
she's a wrestler.
He's a wrestler.
He
yeah.
he is a wrestler.
He's a
Okay.
wrestler.
What is he talking
So
about?
he's going to give me his
He's
championship
cosplaying a
belt,
wrestler guy.
because that's all I have.
So you gonna fight?
yeah. So you gotta fight people.
Yeah, you gotta wrestle,
Yeah,
bro.
You gotta jump off the
Fight,
turn.
Yeah.
You gotta. Is it like?
The
Yeah,
thing
body
is, he has
slam.
like an 8-pack and he wears like pretty much underwear tights.
So you're gonna
I'm
jump
not
off the
gonna do
ring
all
and
that.
body slam somebody?
So well, he jumps off the ring. That's not really.
about that life.
He ain't about that life.
He's
You're
more
not
of an
real.
acrobat.
You're not
He's more of an
real.
acrobat.
So if somebody got a little lightsaber, square up.
So it gotta be real.
Yeah,
what
like
you're saying.
come on, you just can't be doing that
So-
shit.
so you want
But
people
you
to
know,
have
I really
shows.
respect cosplayers because that's a lot of detail goes into
All the detail.
costumes and designs and
You
wigs
know what?
and
That's my
you
new
know,
shit.
That's
T-shirt.
a lot.
The
Cosplay
fact that it's like
enforcement.
95 degrees too, so it's way too hot to be dressing up in this.
That is hard.
Yeah, like
Cosplay
cosplay
enforcement.
enforcement. I like that a lot.
like motherfucker, like all right, square up.
Yeah, I know, right?
We gonna fight. You Ryu and Ken. All right,
All
we gonna see. So that's my. I just wanted to bring that up.
That's dope.
Look
I like
for
that.
Welcome to the Wall cosplay enforcement merch.
Look out for that.
Yes,
in
look
route.
out.
In
In
route.
route.
Yeah, for real.
Okay,
I just want to bring
so
that up real
No, good point. Good point.
so any more points?
Nah, I
Bang,
think we
bang,
summed it
what you
up.
I
got?
guess. I mean, my takeaway from this was I guess I got to plan some writing lessons and try not to be shocked. I went to the store and I fell in love. What a great script.
We'll see. We gotta be open for the creatives.
Man, fuck that.
And
We gotta see what they got.
and I gotta save some money for the last console
Ever.
ever. You know what I'm saying?
Anywho,
I started saving my monies. I'm saving my pennies.
my money's already saved, so I'm ready. I'm ready right now.
What happens to old consoles?
They
I
trash
keep 'em.
can.
No, they ain't. What's a trash can? He ain't no real gamer, y'all.
And that's not sustainable.
He ain't
You
no
losing
real
on both
gamer.
ends.
I know.
What about the Earth?
Bro, everything's gonna be streamed. You don't need no consoles. Everything's in the cloud.
Anyway.
You know what? I almost
He ain't
laughed because it
real.
was like,
So what happens when your internet is off?
Oh,
You better pay that bill.
oh, remember last year someone hit the pole and they messed up the internet?
Oh yeah, that was tough. That
So
was
they
tough.
so
I
what
remember
what if
that.
y'all have a scheduled stream and then
then-
you can't stream because somebody hit that pole?
We got to figure
sounds
some shit
like
out.
he's out of luck.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna still have my console.
I guess
I'm
we
gonna
got
be
we're gonna
playing
be
that
we're gonna need
bitch.
people.
Gotta go to the library and do it.
I mean,
Go to the library.
okay, you really about that life. I see y'all
Really
here.
bad.
You're like, hey, I'm streaming for y'all.
Shout out.
library.
I want to know in the comments. Y'all still go to the library?
Of course.
Anybody still go to the library?
Who? All right, here's the question: is it a public library or university library?
Oh, everybody be in the university
one.
library. That thing is like a.
It goes down.
That thing's like a hub.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey girl, you gonna be studying? What floor? All right.
Hit that study room.
Yeah. Hey,
So. Ooh, them study rooms. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
shout
y'all.
out study rooms.
Yeah, so that was our episode.
Yeah.
Of Welcome to the Wall. We back.
we already back.
We
back. We been back.
We back. Episode 2 back. All right.
Ah, this is a tough one. Today's tough. You know what I mean?
Look, we haven't eaten
We're gonna be writing
breakfast.
class.
I haven't eaten breakfast. I'm not warmed up.
All right.
I'm just trying to give you my
Oh, here
raw,
come the excuses.
my
Oh, there
raw
you go.
comedy.
And you're talking about me having corny jokes.
It's okay. It's okay. While y'all don't have internet, I'm gonna be on my consoles playing them old school games.
Okay, I see.
Your bitch asses. All
Pac-Man,
right,
Tetris.
No console.
Yeah, no console. All right, I guess we signing out, right?
all right, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us again. We out. See y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.